Hello all, this is Tiffy with another episode in my Better Than World series. As you can see, I finally got the walls on the village area completed. Well, I say completed, it just needs a couple of cosmetic changes, but it's more or less complete, and it's all secure from any mobs as I place torches everywhere. So let's run up top here a second and show you what I'm doing down in this area. So I've been getting some stakes and string and planning out where I'm going to place the village houses. So these squares over here are going to be the general houses, and that's going to be like a meeting hall, and this is going to be a blacksmith kind of building. And I'm be thinking of designs for these buildings. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use some spruce wood for the edges and use some birch wood for the filling in between. So I'm just going to run down here now and have a look at the basic structure for one of these houses, and then I'll build the rest of them off camera. So let's start with this one here, and let's just make sure I got room in my inventory. Let's grab all this. And I'm just going to do this with all these areas. There we go. So that's about there, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are all 8x6. All over here. And the only different ones are, I think that was 16x11, and this is the odd one. I'm not sure how we're going to design this one, but I will work that out sometime. So these are going to be about 4 high, I believe. So I think 4 will be a good height. And we'll just do the same over here. Not one more. There we go. And I just got to do this one here now. Not sure if we're gonna have them to the edge like that, or no, I think I'll have them on the inside. So that looks a lot cooler. So I'll just place some steps up. There we go, that's the basic surroundings, and all I gotta do now is just work out the design. So yeah, let's do it on the inside. That looks good. So let's have a look at that now. And all these will have a sloping roof on top, I think. So I didn't bring any glass with me, but I'll have a window, say here. That looks good. And we'll place the door right by there. Or actually, I'll place the door. So look at this now. I know, I'll place the doors. I'll place 2 doors going into it, so I'll have one by here. And the other one, saber there. I think that'll work. Yep, that looks good to me. So we'll have 2 doors and window on each side. At the back we'll keep the wall. I know what I'll do. I'll place some more of these. Just like that. That's perfect. So all I got to do now is just fill in the bits. Yeah, that looks good to me. Then we'll get some extra wood and put the sloping roof. So I'm going to have like a pointed roof going up like that, or I could have a sloping roof going at that angle. How would that look? Yeah, I might do that. So if I have it sloping kind of like that, and these will be 2 windows, so the roof will be at this level, I think. So it's not too high from the wall above. Yeah, I think I'll go with that design. And I'll do the same with the other buildings in this village. So let's go up top now and have a look at these designs. So it's not going to be too high, I think. No, that's fine. So all I'm going to do now is just finish off the rest of those buildings using a similar design to this. Moving on. This bit by here with the gatehouse, I've got a pulley system there which isn't set up yet, and it will pull up those platforms, and I've just got to connect the gears and axles, and I think I'll get some gears from underneath this and have it into that area. I think that should look good. Over there, where you see that lake, I'm gonna make sure that's deep enough so I can use that as a fishing lake. So I can come in here knowing that it's quite secure from any mobs spawning, and I can use that for fishing. But I need to update the... well, the sun's going down. I'll need to update to the fishing, hardcore fishing, as I'm only on version 4.70 at the moment. So it's getting dark, so I'm going to have to make sure this is lit up again. So let's have a look. There's one per there, and we'll place a torch right in the middle just to make sure no mobs spawn. So that's my plans. I'm just going to complete all this off camera. I've also been working on the timer for that with the farm building. I'll show you that now. Let me just run over there. Seeing as it's getting dark, I thought I better get over there and show you that. So there we go. So the timer is complete. It might look a mess to you, but it does work, I assure you. So let's have a look at what I've done here. So first of all, we've got a detector connected to some sugarcane, and when that goes off, it sends a signal to this redstone torch here, and that is picked up from here, which turns off the torch, sorry. And once that goes off, it activates this piston, 2 pistons here. So what's happening here is every time that detector goes off, it's alternating the pulley, so that'll push across, and then this will retract, and underneath it got a red torch connected to here. So when this block is here, this will send a signal to this redstone here. And from there, it goes into this monostable circuit, which goes up to this bit by here, though. This is activating hang on, let me just get in position. This is activating this bit by here. So what happens is this comes into there and activates the axle and gearboxes by here. So the power's on at the moment. And once that goes off now, it will activate this and start the timer, which will start this turntable. I've changed out the red torch for a buddy block, as red torches seem to keep getting pushed off these blocks for some reason as it's rotating. So I don't know what that is. Maybe it's when I go out with a chunk or something, but it might not affect this. I think it only affects it if it's constantly running and you leave the chunk. So, but I wanted this to just send a quick signal. So what this will do is once it starts the turntable, it'll go around. Eventually it comes back, sends a quick signal to this redstone here, and that will head out this way. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I meant to get rid of this. Actually what it does, it goes over this side. Let me just quickly get in position. So what it does, it sends a signal and it will deactivate the piston over the other side. Once that's deactivated, just get in position, it will turn on the blocks again right here. So these are pistons. So once that is gone through the cycle, it goes through this twice actually. So these, once it reaches here, these are activated, so it pushes across and that activates the timer goes round. Once the timer gets to the other side, activates the pistons again and they go back into the position and all these pistons retract. So the only way of doing this is to show you, so let me quickly show you now. Well, that's one. So what's happened here is you see the pistons pushed across now, and that'll start the growth cycle again. But when it grows the second time, there we go. And this is starting to rotate now. So let's go over here while I hits that now. There we go. And all the pistons have retracted. So it gives it it gives all the pistons up above plenty of time to push all the crops down into the hoppers or over the other side, the water below. So that's my long-winded explanation of that, but I'm sure you get the picture. So yeah, and it all goes into here as I've mentioned before. So still night time. Let's have a look how far the moon has got on at the moment. It's probably only gone, no creepers. The moon's there. So other plans over here. I think at this room I've been thinking I'm going to put a map area. So I'm going to create a load of maps and just have this as a kind of display room. I'm going to go now and finish up building my village, and I'll be back once I've completed the main houses on the village. I probably won't have done the village hall or the blacksmith, like I said, as I'm still thinking of designs for that. So I'll see you soon once I've finished those buildings. Well, I thought I'd pop back just to show you progress on the first house. So now that I've finished my design, this is what it's going to look like. And I'm going to do the same now with the other areas over here. So there's another 9 buildings to go similar to that. So I'll see you soon once I've completed that. Welcome back. As you can see, I've completed the last few houses. All I've got left now is the blacksmiths and this meeting hall area down by here. So let me run down and show you what I've been up to. I finished these houses and I decided that I'd also add some half slabs down here, and for the base of the houses uses some cobblestone just to give it a nice looking effect. So the reason why I added these half slabs is because mobs spawn on full blocks, but I decided if I put down these half slabs I could use less torches and give the village a bit more ambience when I design some torch type things using making a lantern, basically using fences and hoppers, which I showed you in a previous area, but I just need to place it down like so. Let me just find a good spot. So you get one of them and put a hopper on top, and then you get a light block and put that on top of that, and then when you go into your hopper you just fill up your hopper, which turns on the redstone signal, and that will activate the light block. So that's what I'm going to be doing for lighting in this little village. And for the blacksmith area, I was thinking of some looks for the forge, so I decided if I get some redstone blocks, you come over here a second and put them down in the design somewhere, and using some iron bars I place them in front and create a kind of fire effect. Yeah, I think that would look good in this blacksmith area, so I'll just have to work that into the design, but I think that'll look quite nice once I've finished it. So let me just grab these back now. Okay, so what have I got left to do? Apart from those 2 houses, I've got to tidy up a bit over here. I might put a little boathouse here, or I've seen those witch huts in the vanilla, so I might create a witch hut kind of design, and this is going to be my fishing house, and I'll dig this down a bit so it's a bit deeper, and I just got to do the trims along the bottom of these walls as well using blocks, and just put some furniture inside these buildings. But it's more or less complete. Oh yeah, and once I've built the houses I'm gonna have to go hunting for those villagers, which are way over that way, which is never get the right direction. I think that's north up that way, so it's quite a bit of a trek. So before I go there I might build a path towards it, and I'm going to have to build a couple of bridges in between, so I'll probably do a video of those building those bridges, as I want to have some nice designs for the little trip. So that's what I'm up to. So I'm gonna have to leave the episode now, as I've been on it quite a while, and we'll see you next episode, where I'll be carrying on showing you what I've done here, and I'll probably make a start on that little path up to that village. So I'll see you next episode.